comrades, it's Premier Rever, and I am back again, as always, at Neuve Revergrad. We are doing a little bit better. I don't think we have quite as many escapes. That's been our topic of the last few episodes in a way. We built our inner loop in a sense to help, with the city of Revergrad in general, but I'm hoping that gets the food distribution going a little bit better. Let's take a look at this year and see how we're doing. Yeah, so we are probably, it looks like we went down for a minute and then we went back up. And I also wanted to take a minute to thank you guys for all of your suggestions in trying to get this fixed and other things. I definitely appreciate them. They're helpful. So we were actually going to do a little bit of your suggestions video in a way. So anyway, let's get to it. One of the suggestions I had was that I could look at the buildings to see how many plus 21-year-olds are actually in there if I hit the plus 21-year-old building. And then just use the, let's see, try to find one with some plus 21s. I think we probably did a pretty good job of getting rid of a lot of the plus 21s. But, of course, now that I'm clicking, I'm not going to find any. There's 1,000 of them somewhere. There we go. Plus 58. So this was Simon Simples as opposed to Simple Simons. I did have a traffic jam here, so might have a problem with our meat. Nah, we still are doing pretty well, but we also had a traffic jam down here. So Simon Simples, I'm going to say that wrong, I know. But I'll stop saying it. That way I don't say it wrong. So what we could then do is, then relocate people that are plus 21s potentially from like the buildings that have the plus 21s, like Moscow here. I'm going to hold off a little bit on that just until I get our bearings. And there's something else that I went around. Another suggestion was that we use the dorms. Now, just so you know, I took a look. We don't have too many dorms around the map, but we do have some here in Neuve Revergrad. But if you look at the university, it's kind of an issue with professors and yeah. So let's see, how are we doing over here? Now, is this university? Yeah, so we could dump some plus 21s into here. So let's go open a bunch of buildings in Moscow and just see if we can't do that a little sooner than I let on. Now, I don't know. I'm assuming they all have. Yeah, I think they're probably all going to have a fair number of plus 21s. Now, one of the reasons I don't always do this is because it's more cumbersome, right? If you just move people out, but this is probably the smarter way to do it. So let's just, try to alleviate some of it. See what I mean? Like there's just so many buildings that, and then to go over and dump them all in. Yeah, I guess we'll set some kind of a limit here. But even just this one town having a bunch of them could be a problem. Now, there's some other issues that we'll get into in a minute, but let's finish this up. So we're just going to... Right, and then I should be able to escape twice without... Oh. Yeah, it's getting a little laggy again, just so you guys know, as we're approaching... 50,000 probably, 47,000. It's getting a bit laggy. All right, so let's we'll fill up some of these with whatever we can. Be a little bit careful. Okay, so that one's full. So now we head over to Neuve Revergrad. I mean, this really is the smarter way because I think when they get done living in the residential buildings, they'll find a place somewhere else on the map. All right, so... But this should greatly reduce our plus 21s in any event. Now, I'm not sure how well these people will do. Yeah, see, that's quite a few that were taken over here. So let's get this done. Not sure if it's because it's full or if that building's out of them. All right, so what does that do? Do we have enough? Well, I guess they're going to have to go get needs met, and hopefully they can. Yeah, so we'll see. All right, so there we go. So we got plus 21s. What other suggestions did we have? By the way, that was Steve's suggestion to do the plus 21s. And then Alan had a few, or I'm sorry, Antonio had a few suggestions about kindergartens was the main thing. He had some other ones. I put some ambulances in Plaster City and then so I went around and I looked at any place that had any sign of not having enough kindergartens. See, 12 workers. So even though it doesn't seem like it should be necessarily overflowing, it's still causing a problem, and I thought I just don't want it to cause a problem. Now, one of the issues that we're going to have in trying to build a bunch of kindergartens is that I don't necessarily have construction crews right where we would need them or want them, but we're going to plop them in anyway, and then over time I'll worry about. See, like I don't have a construction crew here, but we could probably put another one right there. Right, and then Lumbriska seems like it's okay. Now, Lumbriska had its own problems with getting people to the kindergarten, so I actually assigned some staff from one of these buildings to go over to, this is school, hospital. Yeah, see, like these people are now assigned to go to the kindergarten. And I also noticed we didn't have any firefighters, so I assigned these people to go to the firehouse. So they're not being very intelligent about where they're going as far as getting to all the places. Now, over here, we also had like no kindergarten message. This one, I need to get a construction crew over here, which we can do in a minute. Let's see if I can't. Yeah, so we're not going to be able to get this one in without some building leveling. And then there was something else. Yeah, I don't want to put it over that side. I definitely want to put it over this side. But that sort of goes hand in hand with another problem. When I was clicking just to see, this building doesn't have any power. So what I'm thinking we could do is maybe reroute this electrical a little bit. I'm going to pause it. And we'll just purchase the electrical that we need. Oops, that's railroads. All right, maybe take it back from here, 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 and there, and then come more over this way with it to give us a little more room to put like a building in this area, like a kindergarten. And again, we'll have to get a construction office going. So we're going to need a switch. Yeah, that's... If I put it too close, I don't think I'm going to get a road. All right, let's just see. Can I get that in there? I don't need a road for... Yeah, see, it's not going to like... It doesn't like how close that is to the railroad tracks. And in this case, you could... I'm not going to demolish the railroad tracks just to get the road in. Oops. I don't know why it wasn't selecting something there. All right, so how can we do this? You know what I could probably do? Yeah, no, I don't really want to come the other way. It's just sort of annoying. And I could think about putting the switch in here, right? Where did that electrical line came from right here? Can I get the switch in? Like, it doesn't really need to be. Yeah, I could put the switch in here and hopefully put it. Right, now will you attach again? Yeah, you'll attach right back up, and then This will come. Is there something there? Why won't it let me? Is that because is that building like still think it's there or something? Isn't that weird? I mean, I could come over to here. It's kind of just going to tuck it, you know, as tightly as I could to the railroad jack. That's probably okay. Matter of fact, I think I'll come back to here and then... Alright, because we want to go back over to that. Well, maybe one more, I think. Alright, so we'll purchase all of those. And we'll purchase this, so at least the power... Oh, no. Purchase, not delete. There we go. So people should be back in power, and then... I'm pretty sure I could get a road out there. I might have the same darn problem. I don't know that these... Right. And then where would we put our substation? Yeah, see, there's no way I'm going to get... And that's kind of defeating the whole, half the purpose. I could put it like here, even though that'll be goofier than sin. Yeah, see, I think that building, like, stayed there. Right. And then those roads should be attached. Let's get rid of this road. And go back and put in a little dirt road. Right, and again, we don't have a construction office here. So we'll work on that in a minute, but let's get done. All right, so we'll have to come back to this. We have to come back to that, but we can get the construction office set up down here again. But let's go, keep going with the thought. So now that we did that, yeah, then once we do that, we can get somebody over here. And then Energinisk could use, and we do have a construction office here that's ready to go. I noticed over on this end of town, so like we have kindergartens, you know, fair number of them, but some of these people in the middle, I thought I saw no kindergarten. Now maybe, I'm not saying too much, right? One over here. So it seems to be like these people are having kindergarten problems on this end of town. We're kind of jammed in there already, aren't we? Let's just go see what we can do about it, though. Get it in here? Nah, because it's a hill. See, and this is the kind of thing that why I flatten. It's like, in my opinion, that should go in there. Now, can I flatten? And nah, see, it's not going to let me because there's just too much surrounding it, which is fair enough. But yeah, I mean, if we, yeah, see, there's no real kindergarten anywhere in this area. Can we get it in here? Nah. Could get it over here, but that's sort of getting a little bit far away from where the actual houses are. Can we level? It's not really. Boy, it's going slower. Oh, is it because there's a rock right there? Yeah, see, I don't think we're going to get it in there anyway. I mean, it might be possible to get it in here if I flattened a bit. Probably not. Yeah, it's just not, it's not like in the hills. I go, might be able to make it a little more level off that road, but then it just fights you on the other side with the. Yeah, see, it's just not going to fit there. All right, well, I mean, it would fit right here. And then, would you fit in there, please? No? Okay, how about down here? Yes. All right, I have a fit that should be plenty. Then we need to get a road. Make it a walking one. All right, we'll commit to that, and then these can start getting built. And you know what? I'm going to do a footpath, especially because that's not a. You know, you could probably go like that too. Yeah, these people. How about like this? All right, that'll cut down on their walk pretty dramatically. All right, so is this guy, you know what, why don't you auto search? Convene fuel or oil storage. Yeah, we don't want that worked on. Energenist. GW distribution gas stations not built. Yeah, you know, why don't you work on all of those things now that you're here? So yeah, depending on if we have another free one, but we got more kindergartens in Energenisk. And then do we have a construction? I think we moved. Oh, no, we have another one here. So let's see, we'll decide. Yeah, I think Moscow is okay, or at least they weren't complaining. No, they're not. They're saying no kindergarten too, so it might not hurt. Who's saying no kindergarten? I think it's just, yeah, I think it's just overloaded because of the sheer number of people. So let's put 2 more of them in over here. So this is like the kindergarten episode. We shall fire our Ministry of Childhood Propaganda. I really don't want you to be a... Right? And then let's demolish that. Probably should have put the other one in first. Alright, we'll just make that a regular walking road. And then, you know, you're all the way auto searching those things anyhow. So let's get you started since you don't seem to be doing it quite quick enough for me. And over here, I don't know, maybe we put it like over in this area. I don't know that it matters too much. All right, then we give them a walking road. Alright, now I'll have a footpath to there. Can we get a footpath? Let's get some footpaths in while we're doing it. And then... No. Let's keep it a little closer. Oh, this is a walking road anyway. Never mind. Like, it doesn't break my heart that that's attached, but this could just get attached to, like, there, right at the end of our... Yeah, let's make sure, is our kindergarten pretty well attached? Yeah, people should, if they're not getting to the kindergarten, it's not because they don't have footpaths. And then, can I get, yeah, I can go through here. Right. Oop. They're pretty much attached close enough there. Yeah, let's do like this. Good, so that should get them going pretty well. Yeah, and that one I think should be okay. And it's this one, yeah, it's attached on both ends, so you would think they could get in there no problem. Good, so more kindergartens. All right, and you guys are just going to be building footpaths and roads, right? Are you picking them all up? Yeah, good. All right, and then we should have a construction office down here. Now we have a kindergarten here. Yeah, no kindergarten, I think. Yeah, as we get down this end, I'm thinking, you know, this is just getting kind of full at times. Yeah, could we get, we're not going to get one in there. Loads of kindergartens. I was hoping to get one right there. How about over here if we... just trying to see if... Yeah, I could possibly get it there as long as we get that power out of there. Here, let's pause it and see. Alright, if we delete that... would have to go right there. That's awful tight for that electrical getting out of there. I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, see, the angle's either going to be too sharp. How about that? I don't know where that's supplying power to. That's getting power from there. Okay, so let's purchase that part. And then I think we should do... We can play time again. All right, walking road. At least that far. Yeah, we still have... Who's driving on that road? Well, anyway. Right, construction office is not there. Yeah, these guys... Oh, good. They're auto-searching roads and buildings and everything. So they should come over here and get that done for us automatically, I hope. Now, the other ones I noticed were like over here. No kindergarten. Boy, it'd be nice to fit one right in there, but that's not going to happen. Probably get one down here, maybe. No, really? Yeah, no way that's happening. How about here? Oh, come on. Really? See about a little leveling action. That really didn't do much. And that's just a footpath ahead of us anyway. Yeah, it's like one little dot off. Can I go this way? We'll just do a regular road because it's... They can walk in this way, right? So let's make... All right, so again, this guy should pick up on those construction assignments. Hopefully. And that's not really up here too well, but yeah, really the biggest part of my problem is that these guys aren't getting to kindergarten. Like, who can get to this one? Well, yeah, they should be able to get there. So maybe if we just lighten the load on this one. All right, this one, like, 'cause some of these people might start going to here, or do we... We're just so close to getting one in here. Can I go up the hill a little bit more where there's no... Just one little dot there. Or is it a whole row of dots that I just can't see? Yeah, that's a shame. I could get rid of that sports. Yeah, I think it would fit in there if I could get rid of the sports. Let's get rid of the footpaths for the sports too. All right, because we can put more sports in there. We're just gonna... really? Come on. There we go. Now, can we get a road to attach to that? It's gonna be another trick. Well, you know what? Let's see. Can we just get a footpath? Will that be good enough? Yeah, we'll see if they end up actually building that or not. That'll be a good little experiment. And then let's see if we can't... I do want to do some experiments with the radio stations, but I'm not... So I don't... there was another suggestion that I get people more sports, and I want to see the effect of the radio stations, and then we can increase the amount of sports. All right, can I get a... Oh, the kindergarten is now... Oh, you know what? Why don't we have a sports right next to the train station? I thought you were green a second ago. Okay. Alright, so we'll see if that guy builds those sports and whatnot. We could probably use more sports, but like I said, I'd like to see the effect when we start ramping up our radio stations. Does it even have an effect? Now we have this radio station here that's broadcasting propaganda and cultural enjoyment. So we'll see. But let's see what happens when we get these kindergartens going. Alright, so there's one more city. This is definitely going to be the kindergarten thing. So we have a kindergarten all the way over here. But yeah, we definitely need another one somewhere further over this way. And that's just plain and simple an oversight. There's... You get it? Alright, because there's some houses... Yeah, and then I'm thinking there's a lot of electrical right there. It would be nice to get one that would sort of service these couple houses, but we really probably need another. And it doesn't look like... Yeah, that's going to be kind of far. You can see where it's getting its electrical, 122, but I guess it wouldn't hurt. I mean, I don't see where we'd... See, I don't think I'd get that in there even if I could, and it's just right up against that electrical. There's already one over here as far as putting it out this way. You know what, we could probably go like right here. Yeah, let's do that. Once again, I'm going to pause it just for a second to delete the electrical and then put it back up. do... This doesn't mess anything else up. They should be able to go around the other way, right? Yeah, we'll get them some footpath and roads up to there. Doesn't that look funny? Alright, oh, you know what? I don't think we have a look. Oh, we do have construction. Yeah. Alright, well, hopefully they'll get to that sometime this decade. And you should be auto finding these things anyway. And this guy can help you. Good. Alright, oh, now we need to put our wires back. I like to forget that periodically. Yeah, this will be a bit goofy, but... We'll just purchase that. Good. Alright, so there's some more kindergartens. And when I looked at the other towns, I think we're okay. Did I look at Autograd? Well, I looked here, and, you know, probably could make an argument for another one, but these aren't the biggest houses. So I just want to keep an eye on that to see if it actually becomes a problem. But at this point, they seem pretty happy. Though I could see maybe as the population goes up, they might not be. Yeah, and I think when I looked over here... Yeah, no, there's definitely no kindergarten. It's probably just because there's a lot of people. I mean, there's a kindergarten here, here, and here. But it just seems like maybe they're just overwhelmed. We're not going to get one in right there. I'm getting pretty good at eyeing up the size of these things. Yeah, see, it's just too big for right there. I mean, I don't necessarily want two of them back to back. I could probably come over here if we got rid of that footpath. Yeah, let's get rid of the footpath carefully with the real demolish tool. Ah, that's why you don't use the real demolish tool. Not careful enough. So let's go. Yeah, we'll do Walkie Road. All right, and let's see what we can do about our footpath. I think you turn out of here? Nah, we're right on top of there. I think we could. Yeah, we can't get one in anywhere along there. We could do something like, yeah, see this? That guy's just not getting out of there. So, yeah, see, it won't attach because we put these houses really tight. It's kind of lucky we even got one in there. So hopefully that didn't cut too many people off from their getting to college. And then we do have a construction office. Let's use this one. I'm not sure. Asphalt plant. Yeah, it's... Gravel supply is empty. What? Yes it is. Now, we had a traffic jam down here, and I honestly don't understand why. Oh, no, we still do. All right, so why are you stopped? Let's turn on our... You are doing what? Meat. You can't do meat. Let's turn this on, it's easier to see. So you want to go up this way, and you're red because this train decided to get right in the middle somehow. You know what? Let's get rid of this signal. Not that it's really going to help us, but at least that train will get into that block. Now, how he got into that block, I don't really understand. Other than the fact that maybe we had those double chains, which wasn't a good thing, because I put one in right here. Right? But now you're... Yeah, you're red because you're red because you're red. So it's just like too many chains in the loop. This guy probably wants to go this way. Let's see if we can't... Boy, that guy shot forward like a bolt, didn't he? Right, and then you can move, and then you can move, and then... How did... Yeah, this guy got into the middle. Hopefully that doesn't happen anymore. And this is exactly where I had the problem. So sometimes when you guys get frustrated, because I know a lot of people express frustration with the signaling, know that sometimes things don't work 100% right, in my opinion. And my opinion's fairly expert as far as the signaling goes. Like, see, I recognize that this was a problem in that one signal right there, but then why it was red earlier when I didn't have these signals in, I don't know. But that certainly could start to explain why we don't have all the supplies we need, like the gravel, because everything, look at this, see, everything backs up. Yeah, so we need to kind of babysit this. So let me pause it for a minute. We got our kindergarten thing done. I don't have any other towns listed, and I'll start getting those going. I'll recollect my thoughts, and we'll come back and finish up the episode. In the meantime, we can see if we get this here. Let me turn off this wireframe. See if we get this cleared out a bit. It was flowing for a minute, but I also think we're sort of pressure testing it at this point too, as you can see. Like, you know, it's definitely everybody's trying to get in here. And if we're starting to buy things and have problems around the map and our escapes go up, this could certainly be part of it, right? If we're counting on food. Now, that I should be purchasing all the things that the people need if we're not dropping them off by train at those depots. But yeah, and this whole thing down here is a bit of a mess. That could be made a little bit cleaner. That's sort of a adaptation from the oldest rail we had to the newer to this ultra new, right? Yeah, we definitely could do more to get trains in and out of here a little more efficiently, I think. All right, well, let me pause it and let me just make sure this whole thing clears up. I'll have a sip of coffee and I'll come back with some new and exciting things to do. I'll keep reading through the comments, I think, when we get back. All right, talk to you in a minute. What a mess. I think the biggest mess, and I'm not sure that it has to do with our traffic jam that we had a few minutes ago, but it's like a few months later, and I'm still kind of dealing with the gravel. We don't have any gravel. I don't know if it backed up our production of prefab panels, but you can see there's no storage in the prefab panels, but we are getting filled up on them slowly but surely. And it's kind of good. When I noticed that one of the trucks going to this quarry was set to fill up with gravel, not quarried stone. So we were down 1/3 of our production here. So that at least got fixed, and now there's a steady train of trucks in and out of here. So hopefully that'll keep up making as much as we can. But what I've been doing, just to kind of try to keep the construction going, was I have the 2 gravel trains that go around the loop, and like Itupafalu, which is over by Nueve Rivergrad, that's got enough gravel because they keep going there and unloading all their gravel. But in the meantime, if we come up here, you'll see we don't have any gravel in Autograd. So I was just sending, fortunately this train got pretty much full, and he Yep, it's just about there now. So we'll get some gravel so we can keep our construction going. There we go, pulling into the station. And then what I've been doing is just sending them right back to... This isn't all I've been doing, but this was, you know, keeping an eye on this. I think other things have pretty much calmed down. We'll take a look at our economy in a second. So now I'll come here and just send him right back to the quarry so that he doesn't bother riding around empty. And then at least we have a little bit of gravel over here for a little while. Hopefully we won't cut through it. The last time I sent it over here was just a little bit. And then this guy is heading back. Oh, he's got some gravel in there, but it looks like he's probably waiting at the Quarryville station to get fully loaded. Yeah, there he goes. So he's just kind of competing with that. But if we come over to the Neuve Revergrad distribution, which is where we're building Bricksville and all, you can see we're out of gravel here. So, yeah, it would be really nice to have another gravel quarry going at this point, but like I said, I don't know that I even have enough, but I get the feeling that I'm catching up. So I think I'm going to stop this for a moment. And then the question is, if we come back, let's just go take a look at this guy. How are we doing? Is it worth leaving him wait? Like, in other words, I'd like to get it going, but at some point it would be good to just wait on it. Now, is this guy, what's he doing? Yeah, I really don't like that it doesn't push these out, and we got this is full, yet this isn't. Like, why wouldn't it push those out? But in any event, yeah, we've got 15 workers, no stone, but we've got the trucks going as fast as we can. Some of it's just a matter of getting them unloaded. It would really be nice. I probably would look for a mod that has an inflow conveyor in here if it was possible. Just, if nothing else, to be able to get more trucks unloading at once, right? Because at this point, you can see, look, we have no quarried stone, and it's just a matter of, I'm not sure how well you guys can see that, but it's a matter of just not having the trucks in there constantly. It's like, even if you didn't have an extra quarry thing, it would be nice to have, like, the possibility of more trucks. See that? Like, we run out of quarried stone, and we've got trucks sitting there waiting, so there's not much more you can do. But anyway, so we're making as much gravel as we can, and the question of whether we send this guy off or not, I mean, probably we'll just wait because the other guy's on his way back, and then I'll send him off to Neuve Revergrad instead of Tupafaloo first. Let me just shrink him up a minute, and we'll take a look. The other thing I wanted to do, I know some of you like to see how we're doing with the economy, and since we just had that rather big snafu, and we're just in this month, but if you look at this month, we have now this could be a little bit of a rush because we cleared up that traffic jam, and then people went to Molna. But if you look, we've exported quite a bit of clothing, quite a bit of bitumen and meat, so that's good. And then if we look at our expenses, a little bit of food, right? Let's take a look at. Well, see, it's going to be a little tough. We're January this year. Last year, food, you can see, was kind of up. Let's see, are we in? Let's see, it looks like we took care of the meat anyway this month, but our food is still going up. So we can take a look at that. And then while I was going around, I definitely want to do something about this. I noticed in our clothing factory that this train setup is just not working. And what I'm thinking of doing is actually building, maybe even moving the railroad further out. I don't know. It's just so jammed up right in here. But I'd really like to get, like another train station in here, or maybe even just bring a train straight in here. Would this be an easy enough solution? We don't need that much for a fabric train. Can I get... Yeah, you know what? I could get out of there, couldn't I? Let's, all that goofiness. Yeah, no, okay, I had it right. All right, now can I make that happen if I... Right, we'll delete back a little bit of it. Yeah, you know what? That's So we'd need an in and out here. Oop. You didn't like that? I guess you were yellow, weren't you? Really? Let's see, do we have... I think I took all my construction equipment out of here. Yeah, so... but that's too close not to make it happen. Yeah, I think I'm going to go send a bulldozer. Yeah, we just don't have a bulldozer in here. Oh, I didn't send these guys out. They're still... I put another mixer in, a concrete mixer in here. And let's... You know what? I'm half tempted just to purchase one. Yeah, let's just purchase one. I don't think we can make... Well, no, we can make bulldozers, can't we? Don't we? Where are we at? I got lost. It happens. Let's see. Can we... Oh, that's purchase licenses. Select... No, we never did buy a bulldozer. Let's come here. Yeah, I think part of the reason is because we could only buy this little one. Yeah, you know what, the heck with it. We're just gonna go down and buy a bulldozer. We'll buy the big American one that doesn't fit on any trucks anyway. So it means we have to take somebody out of here. Let's see, what don't we need so much? Yeah, I don't think we need two open hauls for now. We'll just set them right over into here. And we're going to buy the big American bulldozer. And then I just want to pause it to make sure he doesn't go off to work before I get a chance to do this. All right, so let's... Well, all right, now are you going to really be a pal and let me go this way? Oh, come on, no. Really? Yeah, that's a bummer. All right, let's... Oops. Can I come from here, maybe? No, it's gonna... Oh, you know what? I saw a green. I think that attached. Right, so now what I can do, it's going to be, you know what, we're just going to purchase these. I probably should have, yeah, I probably should have just electrified them from the beginning, huh? Right, there we go. So now we need to do some signaling. All right, and we'll need a chain. Oh, this is going to be a problem. Oh. Okay, so I have this as being like a two-way out, which really actually doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? So what we need to do is do this crossover. I don't know how well this is going to work out, but yeah, let's see. Can we cross over from here to here? All right, and we'll purchase that, and then we'll get rid of this. And let's get rid of that signal. Let's get rid of that node. All right, and then really we should just get rid of this track. All right, so this is going to be one way back out here, and we'll, just because a train won't fit in there, we're going to chain it this way. And should these be chains? Yeah, double chain. And then this will be a chain in. All right, and then this would be a chain into here. And the regular out. Regular out. And this needs to be a two-way. Nope, not up on there. Oh, come on. All right, so we'll only ever have to have be able to have one fabric train in there, and then yeah, let me just check my signaling. So chain, double chain means that this signal has to be clear before one of these guys gets into here, and then this needs to. We're not going to be able to fit a train in here, so we're not going to put any signaling in the middle. Yeah, so that should be pretty good. And then now, let's go ahead and find all the related vehicles. All right, and then there's our fabric guy. And instead of going to here, he's going to go to there and load. And he might as well wait if he does. All right, and then get rid of that stop. So, and then as far as this waypoint goes, he doesn't need that anymore because he's just coming into here. That waypoint, I think, was setting him on the right or left track. Cool. And then this guy, let's see, you're already sitting on this track. Yeah, it's going to be, let's just do this. I'm going to, I can't tell which waypoint is which, but I'm going to say, oops. All right. After you go to the custom house, you're going to come to the right-hand side track as you're going in. And then this one, we're going to get rid of this one, and we're going to say, you are going to go to the left-hand side track, and you are not going to go to cargo station 2. You're just going to go to cargo station 3, and you're not going to go to 3. You're just going to go to 2. And then that way, they could both sit there and wait. So let's, right, does that make sense? So in other words, one will come in on one track, one will come in on the other, and they shouldn't interfere with each other. One will come and sit here, and then we really don't even need this, but I might as well leave it there. But what's happening was this one was getting all filled up, and I micromanaged it a little bit, so I think that's why it's a bit better. But because they were like sitting, see, this guy's not told, and you know what, he can kind of be told to wait now, right? See, they weren't being told to wait, but they're still just sitting there. So if we come here and look, he's just sitting there waiting, even though he's not told to wait. So now that they're going to their own, I might as well tell them to wait, right? It's just sort of, yeah, it's just sort of a dumb setup. And I don't really consider that totally my fault because they shouldn't sit there and wait. There should be some kind of a rounding thing in the game. I think most of you guys would agree with that. No reason for that other than some kind of leave them sit there. The other thing I had to do, and it's kind of good that we had this problem because it really caused me to focus. These trains are no longer waiting to drop off corn because they were backing up all the way over here. I did put in another signal right here. Hopefully they won't be too long that causes a problem, but I had like 4 or 5 trains, and when they were sitting there waiting to drop off their corn, they were clogging up this whole intersection again. I mean, I caught it before it became too much of an issue, but yeah. So anyway, is that our? Oh, I thought that might be the gravel train for a second. So good. So there we go. So how are we doing on our kindergartens? We should be going a little bit faster. Still missing concrete. Are you? Yeah. What is going on with this guy? He doesn't have any symbols, but I don't see any progress being made anywhere either. Why are you... No, the concrete trucks are out. Are we having a problem? Yeah, we are. But I didn't see a question mark. You would wish it would have... Okay, well, this guy... I guess... Yeah, this is, where's that depot? Yeah, let's just send one of these guys. There we go. See, there's just I mean, that's one of the things that's enjoyable and frustrating about the game is that there's just a million little things to have go wrong or right. And, you know, like, I mean, just a massive catastrophe because I still don't understand why this signaling, this one was red, like, no, this guy got into this block, right? And this symbol, this was red right here. But there's nothing, like he could have gone in and done his thing. There was nothing to stop him from coming down here and going to there, but it was still just red. You know, there's a signal here. Here, let me turn on the signaling. And not to go over all this again, but it was, you know, like, this is all signaled out. Like, I ended up putting these two signals in here, and it kind of fixed the problem until... And you guys saw what was going on, but, you know, like it certainly looked like it was completely signaled out. But anyway, we got it fixed. But it's just, we're still dealing with the ramifications of that one little thing that I don't even understand and would personally tend to blame it on a game bug, though half the time if I say that on a video, it ends up being my own fault. Don't tell anybody that, but... All right, and then how are we doing here? Yeah, so we're jammed up on livestock at this point, but we're pumping out the meat relatively quickly. And because we were still doing food, I just wanted to get an idea of making sure we're okay here. See, we didn't specify, yeah, but we definitely want you to just go work here. And you know what? You can send just to make sure we have firefighters. Yeah, let's send a small percentage because we should still have buses that are sending people here too. All right, do we have plenty of workers? Well, we have workers. I don't know if it's plenty, but yeah, we've got food in the warehouses. How's our crops doing? Crops are doing very well. Yeah, and see, this is another place that it's a problem too because this guy's not told to wait, but he'll just sit there waiting, and they really just need to move along. So it's, you know, I don't know. Well, you've just heard me complain about it with the clothes, so I won't complain again. No point. All right, there we go. All right, so we're starting to get towards the end of the episode here. How are we doing over here in Nové Revrograd? Yeah, I mean, I think we still have gravel? Yeah, see, this one's, okay, this is a good sign. They're completely full of gravel here. Now, do we have gravel? So this episode was not getting as much construction. Oh, look, these guys aren't assigned anything. Let's take care of that. Yeah, we have 8 tons of gravel, but that's all right. Well, I think we're recovering. And how are we doing over here with gravel? Yeah, 49. So, yeah, okay. Let's see. What can you work on? Stuff in here. Yeah, how are we doing? We probably shouldn't be assigning too many roads. But I do want to get the roads done in here as much as anything else. And a lot of these are walking roads, so yeah, let's get train stations done. I can't get to that one. I could. Oops. Yeah, that'll demand the gravel, won't it? All right. So how are you guys doing up here? You guys are plugging away. You know what? I kind of want to stop you. Yeah, I sort of want to stop. Let's stop them for a minute. All right, because I don't want to get too far into this until we're sure of the design, just in case I have to change some railroad tracks. But I think we can take this one and... All right. And we need to get this train station done. What else can you guys work on? That's really kind of it. I guess I should keep them working on... we could do this and this. Good. Because there's 4 of them in there, so they'll have 4 jobs. And then how about... Are you guys still... I see a lot of trucks sitting around. Yeah, source of gravel is empty. I hear you. Yeah, you're not the only one. And then as far as the coal mines go... Good. Did we get any more of them done? Yep, 32%, 47%. And then the only other question I have is, are people too far away to get to here? Is it taking too long? All right, it might just be taking too long to get. And where are you going? You are going to, good, coal mine 6. Because we don't necessarily need to have every one of them done, right? So let's just see. You've been traveling for an hour and a half. I think they should make it. What other, is this one done? Yeah, even if we don't know the percentage of this one, I'd be okay. We might come back in the next episode and finish designing this out, because we could just sort of assume, yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, we've got all the rest of them done. Yeah, and then we could get this design, and that'll be like one of the last, significant expansion designs. So let's just see. We'll end the episode when we know that these guys can actually get out here. And you know what, these guys could probably be assigned more roads. Not that. Yeah, why is this one no workers or mechanism? Okay. Probably because they're getting all sucked up by the... So you've been traveling for 2 hours. You're going to make it there. Just maybe. How about you? Yeah. So, you still have 4 hours traveling time. I think... I just want to make sure that they make it. How about while we're waiting? Yeah, this guy I've generally had working up into here. I probably could start electrifying some of this. No workers. Where are you getting your workers from? Oh, do we not have a bus? Yeah, why are you stopped? Uh-oh. Yeah, the only thing to do here is, so like it's probably workers, no workers loop. Good Lord. Yeah, we'll give that a minute to calm down, and then... All right, let's go back and see this guy. Oop. Yeah, got a few people in there. Good. And just so you know, I fought that same thing. The rail construction guy goes by, stops these workers from coming in, causes this massive jam up. Probably has caused people not to get food. Well, at least we have food on purchase in this particular case, but we don't have any electronics. And how long was that going on for? And then, by the way, I had the same problem here. Let's see, do we have it again? When we were trying to electrify the track past here, like 2 or 3 times I had to come up here and cancel this project so that we could get some workers in here. But we were electrifying a lot of this. Good, that's all electrified. Somebody could come in here and electrify that. And then these guys were working on building the bridges, but I could probably get away with sending another one of the 3 out to here. Right, so this track's all the way done up to that station, and this guy's working on the bridge on the other side. So yeah, just a lot of stuff going on. We still don't have this road done, but we're getting gravel. Hopefully by the next episode we'll have... Yep, look, we got some gravel in there. Not much, but let's take one last look at that, and then we'll call it an episode. That's close, but not quite. All right, make sure everything's flowing over here quite nicely. Well, we don't have a gravel train in here at the moment. But we're building up on gravel a little bit. And chances are, if I look at one of these trains, I'll bet you they're riding around. Yeah, that one, feeling lucky. No, these other ones go to just specific stops. So, yeah, see, driving around empty. But we'll let them just drive around empty for now. Just because I'm done with micromanaging them. Because I know even if they're driving around empty, it's not like there's a huge benefit because this isn't full anyway. Oh, look, our prefab panels train is probably, yeah, it might be a good idea to like stop him from going to Molna. Yeah, just for the time being, because he's exporting things and we need the gravel. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. We've got some kindergartens going in, and really, this time goodbye. But I did. No, that's the vehicles depot. I did put this guy on auto construct, even though he doesn't seem to be doing it too well. Either that or he's got everything done. So we do have a kindergarten there. Did you get the other things done over here? Yeah, we got another kindergarten here. Good. Anyway, I better go. You guys have a good day. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.